Welcome viewers, you're watching Newsx and I'm Vaishali Kohli. Now PM Modi has been conferred with Norway's top honour, the Grand Cross of the Royal Norwegian Order of Merit, during his meeting with King Harald V and Queen Sonja. Notably, PM Modi's visit to Norway is the first by a sitting Indian Prime Minister to the country in 43 years. The Grand Cross is the highest grade of the Royal Norwegian Order of Merit and marks the 32nd international honour bestowed upon PM Modi by a foreign nation. Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta is joining me. He's a former diplomat, and Major General Anuj Mathur. He's a defence expert. I'd like to welcome you both. And Ambassador Gupta, this is of course a big feat. What would you like to say on it?
Good afternoon. You see, this is a great honor not only for the Prime Minister, but for the entire country. Because earlier Sweden gave him the honor of the highest civilian award, and now Norway is doing that same. And during the visit, if you look at these 3 visits, rather 4 so far, in UAE he was very successful. First, we were able to create additional energy reserves, both in CNG as well as crude oil. That was a great achievement. Then we also, agreed for, UAE investment of $5 billion to India. Then in Netherlands, there was a major agreement on semiconductor between Tata and one of the Netherlands firms. And Netherlands has that high quality technology in that field. In addition, the green energy was one area which was discussed, and some agreements were reached on that. Now in Sweden, we agreed to have a closer defense cooperation, because Sweden, you remember, we used to import Bofors guns from there, which were very effective apart from the corruption scandal associated with them. And then they also produce Gripen aircraft, which are fighter aircrafts of very high quality. And their companies, particularly Saab, SSAB, is very, very important in defense area, and they are going to they have already actually start manufacturing some of their products in Haryana. And now Norway is very good in energy. You see, they are the one of the largest producer of crude oil and gas, and I'm sure Prime Minister Modi will discuss the supply of crude and CNG for India during this crisis period. In addition, this would be the 3rd edition of the Nordic summit, where all the Nordic countries will meet the Prime Minister. I think this is a great opportunity for us to deepen our cooperation, both in terms of investment, exports and technology with these Nordic countries, which are comparatively small but very, very profoundly developed and have impacted global economics in a major way. So I believe this visit of the Prime Minister will strengthen our very deep-rooted ties with these countries, and particularly with Norway, where this is the first time a Prime Minister is visiting in 43 years. And I think we should expect a much better result than what has been depicted in the press so far. I would in fact count on much bigger investments from all these countries into India, as well as technology transfer. Over to you, Sally.
Right, Ambassador Gupta. I also want to get in Major General Anuj Mathur. Major General Mathur, how do you see this key visit?
Vaishali, Jai Hind, Vaishali. Look, I will just add to where Ambassador Gupta has left. I think we are always on the same page when we talk together here. The 2-3 things which get highlighted from the entire tour of the Prime Minister, besides getting the highest awards of 2 countries, and which takes his study to 32, which is amazing. No other political leader, no other head of the nation of any country has got so many highest awards, I think, in the history. Now, the point with the UAE, what he said, in addition to that, they are creating a ship repair cluster at Wadinat. which is a very, very big time activity that is going to take place, because this is very importantly required. One. Two, we in the defense cooperation, we are going to get an outlet in UAE. Now, the kind of militarization and kind of combatization that is taking place across the globe, Vaishali, that creates a lot of possibility and opportunities for market for defense products. India is now looking at increasing our defense exports, and that one place in UAE is going to give us tremendous amount of advantage in terms of our exports. Third thing, that they have agreed to keep 30 million barrels of our reserves of oil in UAE. Two, three things come out. Now, it gives a kind of an inherent advantage to UAE, that if somebody else wants to attack UAE, they cannot attack the assets which are held on our behalf. That would tantamount to a sort of an aggression against us. So that is another
Major
important
General
thing that is
Mathur,
happening. Just give me-
my apologies. I have to interrupt you. We're getting some breaking news, but I'd like your